YouTubers. So, my last video about this Hoya plant, I promised everybody I would show you when it was in flower. Just turn my light on back here. And today is the day. So this is my giant Pentacle plant, also known as a Hoya, also known as a wax plant. I'm gonna pan back here so you can see the full size of it. And this is in my front hall, and she's a big girl. Now, I want to show you why this plant is so amazing. So right here, I'm going to show you some different stages of the flower, if I can zoom in. So this is why it's called a pentacle plant, because it looks like these are little pentacles or pentagrams. That's kind of an old-fashioned name for it. Most people just call them Hoya today. I don't know what variety this is. This plant is probably over 50 years old. I inherited it from my mother-in-law, who had it for a very long time. It was kind of small when I got it from her, and I've since put it in the right media to grow, because it was just in regular soil, and that's not good for Hoyas. And anyway, it's gotten much, much bigger, and it's really happy. This is kind of an unusual variety. I've never seen one exactly like this because, and I don't know if this is going to pick it up, this is really showing white on camera, but this is actually a really light pale pink. These little white, they look like white spots here. They're actually really pale pink to the eye. And it's like the iPhone just can't pick up that subtle pink color. And then you see these are, much brighter pink, and they have little dark pink centers. And right now they look like plastic. So that's that stage where it just looks like plastic. Now, if we come up here, we'll see a different stage of flowering. And let me see if I can move around here. Now, at this stage, another thing my camera won't pick up is the fact that these look like velvet. They're just amazing. They're so pretty. And each little flower, if you look closely, I don't know if it's going to pick it up. There's it's like dew on the ends of the flower. It's like this little oil that they produce. And the scent on these is absolutely phenomenal. Let's go down here to this one. And you can see right there on the edge of one of the flowers, it looks like a little clear ball. That's actually dew. It's like honeydew, but it's from a flower. And here's some more. This thing is just in complete flower right now. Oh, there's a good shot. Maybe with the light in the back. There we go. Now you can see all those little dew balls. And they are emitting an oily substance. It doesn't drip on the floor. It just kind of will eventually kind of dry into the petal of the flower. But they're emitting a smell that is so amazing. I wish you could smell it. It's very, very fragrant, floral, but a very unique scent, not like anything else. It's not like I can, describe it to anything else. One of the things about Hoyas is when they're in this kind of massive flower, here's another one. Eventually, these will die one by one. I'm trying to find some that are, this is finishing. You can see it's starting to turn brown on the edges. And eventually they'll turn brown and they will fall off, and they're going to leave this. And this is an old flower, whatever this is, a spike or whatever you want to call it. Now look back here. Here's a brand new one peeking out here. An idea? This is what they look like when they're just little tiny babies coming out. And there's another one. And another one, and another one, and more, and more, and more, and more, and more, and probably more that I'm missing somewhere in here. Let's pan around here. We'll turn the plant. See if he's going in more. Some old something or other. Oh, there's one peeking out right there. So this is the Hoya. They're very big. It grows on these, here's the end of a long vine. You can see it there. It's like reaching out. Focus. It reaches out. Sometimes these will grow and they'll want to go to my chandelier. And I've literally had to, like, you know, weave them back in. I take them and I just weave these tendrils back into the center. And you can see I've woven it up around the plant hanger up there. And that's it. So they don't grow in soil. They grow in a mixture of vermiculite and bark and perlite. And they love water, but they have to. It's critical for these plants to have really good drainage. And if they don't, it just won't be happy. It'll probably die. It'll, you know, the roots will rot and die. They can't be in sitting water. They have to be, they love, you know, moderate temperatures, warm. As soon as it warmed up, you know, in spring here, it just started budding like crazy. And now it's in full flower. And it's doing good and growing well. I'm trying to figure out how old this plant is, and I really don't know. I've had it for at least 25 years, and my mother-in-law had it for probably at least another 20 years. At least. So she's an old girl, and this is how big they can get if they're well cared for. And actually, if I were to take this girl out of her pot, and this is actually, it's hard to see because there's nothing to gauge it by. This is actually a pretty big pot. Probably at least, maybe a 15-inch pot, for diameter across the top. It's got to be about that. So it actually probably could be repotted into a bigger pot. And if I were to do that, she would get bigger. But I really don't want her to get any bigger, or I'm not going to have a window in my front hall. She's that big. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to keep my promise and show you the wonders of this beautiful pentacle plant, also known as a Hoya, and how she grows. See these little things on the vine? That's to catch, they're like little hooks, and they will catch on to another vine. And it's so she can weave her little tendrils. You can see it coming out. And, oh, there's a little baby one down here. Let's see if I can focus on this one. Let me try. Come on, iPhone. There it is. There's a brand new baby on the end of a vine. And I'm going to just weave this up into here. Oops. Break it off. Okay. We'll just stick it like that. And then that's going to turn into another giant bloom, like one of these. But they're so wild, aren't they? That they come out like this. It looks like little plastic stars. And then when they open, it's like a little exploding firework or something. It's just, and they look like velvet, and they feel like velvet. And the smell, when you walk into my house, this is what you smell. This glorious, like, floral, tropical scent. So if you want to experience a Hoya plant, I highly recommend it. They come in different colors, I think. The white and pink and a mauve color. And I have the really light pale pink, and I'm not sure what the variety name is called. I wish you could see how pink these are, but it just looks white through the camera. So that's it, guys. Here's my amazing Hoya. Hope your plants are growing good. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. And if you want to like and share my video, that really helps me out. And I think the next video I make will probably be an orchid video, or maybe another fish video. My fish are doing really good too, so I could definitely show you guys how they're doing. And I've got an orchid at my job. I really should do a video of that because it's one of the most stunning orchids I've ever seen. It's just huge, and it's been in flower for 3.5 months. It's insane. Okay, but there's the Hoya plant, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.